Have you ever wondered why people buy certain goods and leave other goods behind? Why few people pick Dove and they does not pick Pierce while both of them fall in a category of beauty soaps? Is the packaging the main key differentiator or the branding? And if in that case branding is important, where these local products fall into that category? All these questions will be answered throughout this video. This video is about consumer behavior, how people buy goods, how company changes their strategy according to the shift in consumer behavior. We'll also take few examples from industry from where we'll find out how these companies have changed their strategy in reference to various consumer behavior inclinations. So stick to this video till end and find out how consumer behavior is helping people to understand how to sell their goods. And believe me, everything is sellable. So in the starting, I'll pick one case study for you so that it will be easy for you to understand what is consumer behavior and how does it changes with environment. You can find out two logos on the right and left hand side of mine. Can you recognize these company? And can you let me know in the comment box section what these company do? What is their main business or service in reference to today's world? I'm giving you 5 seconds to answer because it is very much easy to answer and everybody recognize this logo, I believe. So your time starts now. Okay, I guess you would have written the answer in the comment box and most of you would have written that delivering food or ordering food from this app is one of the main business of these apps. Swiggy does it, Zomato does it. This is the name of the two companies, Swiggy and Zomato. Now, with coronavirus hitting India, what is the impact on these two apps? What are they doing? Have they changed their business attire or the service sector? No, but they have expanded their services. What they have done, I'll give you 3 different scenarios in which they are helping now people. The first is they're delivering food as it is, but now they are awareing people that they are following WHO norms while delivering food. So they are giving the examples of hygiene factor which is being told by WHO, they are following it and they are empowering people to know that they are doing this. Second thing what Swiggy and Zomato is doing is they have tied up with grocery stores and they are providing groceries to you as well. And the third thing is customized delivery. So whatsoever you want to deliver from one place to another, even if in lockdown, these apps are there to help you out to deliver your goods from one place to another. So they have expanded their service area. And why they have done so? That's a big question. That's only because now consumer behavior has changed during coronavirus. The first change which we can notice is people don't want to go outside, eat outside or live outside or roam outside because of the threat of virus. Second thing is government has also given them this rule that they cannot go outside. So even government is not allowing them. So there are 2 factors. And the third thing is they need basic goods, they need groceries, and even there are chances that the products which they are having at home, they want to deliver it from one place to another. So recognizing them and doing research onto that part, Swiggy and Zomato had started doing it. So consumer behavior has forced them to do this. I'll let you know one important fact which I have came across. According to a research, there are 75% people want to listen from their company that what they are doing for them in this time, in this pandemic, global pandemic time. And the rest of the people, they want to understand that what further can do. And only 12 to 13% are there who have nothing to do with what their company or what their product are doing. So consumer behavior is important. It changes according to environment. Nobody knew about this global pandemic will hitting me India at this time and what impact will it create on brands. I'll take example of Hindustan Unilever. What they have started, they have done very unique thing that they have entered into a very critical part of this coronavirus pandemic hitting time, that is hygiene. So they have released or launched various sanitizers at a very reduced price. Earlier sanitizers were costing from 75 rupees and now they have declined the price till 25 rupees. So this is one of the good things which has been done by Hindustan Unilever. On the other hand, what Marico has done, they knew that they are not into hygiene business, but what they did is they have manufactured a product which can clean your vegetables. We would have heard about various vegetable sellers suffering from coronavirus and they're spreading coronavirus. So Marico has worked on to that. Taj Oberoi, Grand Hotels, we have heard about 5-star hotels. What they are doing is they are giving you options of takeaway home delivery of foods. So earlier we were actually going to these hotels and enjoying the meal, but they are coming to your home to deliver products. Government is also onto the forefront of this. Government is tying up with FMCG sector to launch Suraksha retail centers to provide essential and mandatory goods. So this is what these companies and these people are doing. They are listening to consumer, they are understanding their behavior, and they are launching goods. So now we can understand that due to all these things, due to all these revolutionary areas and revolutionary change in the environment, we are faced with a situation where consumer behavior is changing rapidly due to an environment change. And companies have to understand these changes and have to manufacture good or service according to that. In a couple of slides ahead, we'll talk about what consumer behavior is, and we'll take furthermore examples from real life case studies to understand how companies sell goods to different variety of customers. So what is consumer behavior? There are a lot of theoretical definitions available online. You can Google them, but I'll tell you one of the simplest definition which I came across. Consumer behavior is how people buy goods and how they dispose of. So disposal is also important. Why they buy certain type of good and what is the strategy they follow while buying goods. The study of all these things is consumer behavior. Now you can see there are two menus of McDonald's. One is from India, in which you can find out Maharaja Mac. We all love burgers, and at this time of global pandemic, I know that you're craving for it. So sorry for posting this particular ad here. On the right hand side, you can find out the another menu from US. You can compare both of these menu and you can find out that on one side of the menu, in the US menu, you can find out calorie counter out there, and on the other side you can find out that the price is written. Now let me quickly compare both of them. The first thing which I'll let you know about this ad is that the menu has been customized. If we follow an Indian menu, we can find out that potato is the main element in Indian menu, while non-veg is the main menu of US. We can also find out calorie count. Calorie count is not in the fashion to show in India. I guess, or I believe, I'm not talking about any research or anything else, but I believe most of the Indian states or the parts are malnourished. So people love here, eating, or even if they eat out too much, there's no problem like that. Obesity is still not one of the major concern in health area in India. So calorie count is not, you cannot boast of calorie count in India. Although you can show it to say that you are a health conscious company, but McDonald's is not into the health conscious company, rather than it's into the eating out company. And the third thing is Maharaja word in the burger. You can find out in the US menu it is written Big Mac, rather than in India it is written Maharaja. So they consider you as Maharaja in India, rather than in US it's a Big Mac, because in US you don't find Maharaja, in India you find out Maharaja. So calling Maharaja is like a legacy giving to you in eating out a burger. So this is what the difference difference they have brought into their menu in India and the US. Why they have brought this difference? That's only because they want to give you a feel that in Indian burger you can find out Maharaja stuff, you can find out potato, you can also find out various other elements which suits Indian goods. So this is about consumer behavior. They have studied India, they have studied US, and they have manufactured goods according to that. This is all about consumer behavior. I'll quickly rush towards how companies sell goods by considering 4 types of consumer behavior. The first consumer behavior is complex buying behavior. Here you'll find out a customer who is a complex buyer. He's involved too much with the product. He knows about brands, but he has to study furthermore to know exactly what every brand offers. So he has to go through a research, and you have to provide him that research material. So bloggers, YouTubers, or websites can provide them help. So if you are from HP or if you are from Dell, the right criteria for marketer is to supply this person with the right content. So you have to follow digital marketing. You have to follow where your customer gets data from. You can find out various YouTube channels through which he can actually analyze your product. So he can find good about them. He can also find the technical part of this system. So this is complex because you know that your customer will do research. On the other side, there's a second type of customer which is is little bit similar to this gentleman, but on certain components he is different. He is a dissonance customer. He is dissociated with brands. For example, if you buy products in which branding does not work too much. For example, if you want to buy carpet for your home, so you cannot remember too many brands from carpet. If you're buying laptop, obviously you remember more than 10 to 12 brands. But when you come to buying carpet from your home, I guess you won't remember 4 to 5 brands at a time. So when you buy a carpet, it's a costly affair. You don't buy it too often, and obviously it's a risky if you buy a wrong one. So when you buy a product, there should be somebody to satisfy you that you bought a good thing. It happened with us every time when we buy good. There are other people to let us know that you have bought it costly, the quality is not good. So there should be a sufficient advertisement, promotion or customer service available there to convince this guy that you have made the right decision. Apart from these two categories, there are habitual buying people. So they're buying goods according to their habits. You need toothpaste, you go to store and you say Colgate. Colgate is out of habit. If you ask for Colgate and this customer and this particular person, the shopkeeper says that I don't have Colgate, but Pepsodent also works well, you buy that good. You don't do many research about, and you don't go to YouTube and find out, compare the prices or the qualities or the benefits which Pepsodent offers and which Colgate does not offer. You buy it and you come to your place. Now, if you are if you are a person who is about to launch a salt in a market, what will you do? It's also a habit product. See, you have to associate your product with one of the offering or one of the benefit it will provide. See, the main problem which salt causes to people is high BP. So why don't you launch your product saying that it avoids high BP? It will directly relate to the problem and the solutions, and people will buy your product. Come on, Saffola is doing the same thing in the market. Annapurna is also doing the same thing in the market. And there are other brands, they are launching with rock salt name. Why they are doing this? They are doing for this purpose that they are associating with it a solution. On the other hand, you can also relate to the emotion of people. I guess I remember Tata Salt saying Desh ka namak. So they are relating it with emotions of the people. So habit actually accompanied by emotion will give you good results. And the last, there is one of the good person which is left with us is, this person is actually buying goods based on changing variety seeking. So he needs variety. If today you are having Oreo as your favorite biscuit, it does not guarantee that tomorrow also you would like to have Oreo. You can change it to Bourbon, and Bourbon is also available in the market. So you are changing your taste and preferences. Now what companies can do into this area? You cannot trust brand loyalty. So what can be done in this situation where variety seeking consumers are there? See, according to me, market can be divided into two parts. One is to be followed by the leader and the other are followers. What leader can do is they can advertise more and let people satisfied with the present available options with them. And they should stick with leaders. So the convincing part or the satisfaction part will be the key idol for leader. And for the followers, what they can do is they can give offers, for example, 50% off, 30% off, 20% off, 1 for 1 free, or certain other options available to give offerings to the people to break them out of the leader category. So if tomorrow everybody is sticking towards Oreo, Bourbon can give them an offer of buying it and actually saving 2 rupees or 3 rupees over a basket. So people can come to taste and actually change their variety seeking nature. So this is all about, these 4 types of customer there. You can actually experiment, and I guess your product falls into any of these 4 categories. So your customer can buy if you can help out them into these area and resources. One of the main aspects of this consumer behavior session will be how people buy goods. What is the process of doing that? In my next video, I'll let you know the process of buying. That's called buying behavior process in consumer behavior sort of thing. So in my next video, I'll come across to this topic, and please let me know what are the other areas you want me to give lectures in this series. You can write in the comment box. You can also message me through my Facebook page and through my Insta page as well. Thank you for having this session. I hope you like this session. I have covered various companies throughout this topic and hope that it would have been a practical session for you.